I'm Paul Hollis, award-winning author of the #1 best-selling series, The Hollow Man. I'm here to talk to you folks who are looking to break into the world of novel writing. And once you break in, I promise, you'll spend the rest of your writing career trying to break out with your own runaway bestseller. Writing is that much fun. When I first started writing, I thought, let's see, I have the 26 letters memorized, I know about 4 dozen words or so, and I'm as dedicated as a suicidal lemming. Okay, I got this. But it turns out the order and the meaning of the words seem to matter to readers. Who knew? So, where do you start if you've never written anything longer than your name across the bottom of a check? Well, there are a few principles that, if learned well, will create a bedrock of support that you can always count on, and that foundation will make you a much better writer. Start by preparing yourself to be a writer. That means first and foremost that you're a reader, and as a result, you know the genre you've selected for your novel. It means that you have knowledge of your subject matter, or you can learn it. It means that you understand how long it will take to write a novel. The timing, of course, depends on your writing style, whether you'll be able to write every day, and how much description you'll include. A typical novel is between 80 and 100,000 words, but can be as few as 40,000 or as many as 250,000. If that scares you, think of it this way. If you write 1,000 words a day, your novel will be finished in 3 months. Finally, preparing yourself to be a writer means that you have a strong self-belief, courage, motivation, and determination. Oh yes, and 2-inch thick rhino skin because you're not pizza, so you won't please everyone. Get used to it. In fact, if you have a family history of depression or you're plagued with self-doubt, you might want to rethink this career choice. I'm kidding, of course, but sometimes it will feel exactly like that. Another principle of writing is understanding the importance of your novel's big idea. A big idea in itself is very simple, 1 sentence to be exact. This is your elevator speech. It's what your book is about. For example, a U.S. government field analyst haunted by the ghost of a dead child becomes obsessed with finding the terrorist who murdered her. But that 1 sentence contains the DNA of an entire novel. And that DNA comes to life through the details created when we question our big idea. Who is this little girl? Why and how is she murdered? Why does the analyst care about her? What's her relationship to the terrorist? Can the analyst stop the terrorist before he kills again? And so on. These are the smaller ideas that break the big idea into bite-sized pieces. Next, you'll need to find a writing routine that works for you. Whether it's an hour a day, all day on Sunday, or 1,000 words at each sitting, whatever it is, schedule it, commit to it, and stick with it. The first rule of writing is to keep writing. Don't get distracted, don't give up, and don't stop until your first draft is on paper. The last principle we'll talk about here is research. It's an absolute must these days. And thanks to the internet, it's incredibly quick and easy to find the information you need. If your novel is nonfiction, every last little insignificant detail must be as right as humanly possible. That requires a lot of research. Unless, of course, you were actually there for every minute of every scene in your book, and you have an excellent memory. On the other hand, it doesn't really matter much what you say in fiction, especially in sci-fi and romance genres. Under the best of circumstances, love is one crazy ride like nothing else in our known universe. But certainly, even fiction has to make sense within the context of each scene. It must be believable. For example, if your novel takes place in, say, 1935, don't include a digital watch, or diet soda, or polyester clothes. My advice is get comfortable with research right from the very beginning. Research will be your conscience as you write. I hope this short video gave you some insight into getting started as a writer. If you have questions or want to go into further detail on anything, you're always welcome to contact me at thehollowmanseries.com on Twitter or Facebook.